Tennessee gets upset by Arkansas, 19-14. Arkansas absolutely dominated the first half of this football game. They outgained Tennessee 216-51 in the first half. They had possessions down to the 1-yard line, the 34-yard line, the 20-yard line, and the 26-yard line, and had 3 points at the half. And I loved what Sam Pittman said, and he almost got clipped and almost got freezing cold taked, all right? I'd rather be us than them. That's what he told old Holly Rowe right before the half. Hell, I'd rather be us than them. Hell yeah, coach. Hell yeah. Woo, it got hairy. It got hairy there in that fourth quarter. Absolutely got hairy. But here's the deal. You want to beat Tennessee? You want to cause this offense to look like, boo-boo? Have your 3 down linemen have an absolute game of their life. Absolutely ball did Landon Jackson, number 40, Cameron Ball, number 5, and I don't know number 50's name, but you balled too, sir. Those 3 down linemen from Arkansas created more havoc against that Tennessee offense than anybody not named Georgia I've seen in the last 4 years since Heupel, or 3 years since Heupel, 4 years since Heupel's been running that offense. All right? Ain't been a soul, narrow soul that defensively has created as much havoc with dedicating the least amount of bodies to that offense in 4 years. So kudos to Arkansas's defense. Kudos to those front down linemen. That's what we've talked about with this Tennessee offense for a long time. Offensively for Arkansas, I thought Taylor Green was picking on them corners from Tennessee. Number 2 and Taylor Green about single-handedly won this football game for Arkansas. And had it not been for what I'm going to call a dirty hit, I don't call players soft. I don't like to attack effort. I really don't, unless it's a habitual thing. I'm seeing it on tape week after week after week. I don't like to do it. Toughness, effort, and dirty. I don't like to do those things. However, we all saw that. We all saw that defensive tackle from Tennessee take 3 full steps, take his crown of his helmet, and dive at the knee of the best player on the field. Dirty. No room for it. Needs to be called out when it happens, honestly. No different than 2 or 3 years ago when I saw a Missouri offensive lineman straight up alligator roll into an ankle of a Georgia defensive lineman 3 plays in a row. Dirty, no place for it. We can move on. After that, all right, for a fact Arkansas's offense was frantic, I think, for lack of a better word, frantic, panicking all the way out here, going just crazy. Couldn't get snaps, couldn't figure out how to calm the quarterback down in Malachi Singleton. Just crazy. The offense going absolute anemic, offense going frantic, couldn't figure anything out, all right? After Tennessee's offense goes 3 and out with 2.5 minutes left, all right, Arkansas gets the ball back, again, with a very frantic quarterback in the Singleton kid, who just got there from North Cobb. Malachi Singleton, Malachi Nelson, my brain always wants to mix them up. And then you mix Nick Singleton in, and my CTE brain is off the wall. But anyways, you got Malachi in there, and he can't quite establish offense. So we have a 2-minute drill, down 1, 2.5 minutes left as an Arkansas offense. What in the hell do we do? How are we going to move the ball? Well, start the possession out with a screen. It almost gets thrown into a Tennessee defenser's face mask. Luckily, Arkansas catches the ball, takes it 13 yards. Boom. First down. Now we're moving. Now we got some Mo. We got Uncle Mo on this offensive side of the football. Very next play, outside zone read, 24 yards. 24 yards, running the foosball. Tennessee's vaunted defense getting absolutely gashed with the game on the line. With no quarterback, no threat to throw at all. Gashed, 24 yards. 250-pound back, lines up in the eye, out of pistol again. Right down the gut, 11 yards. Bang, 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 bang. 11 yards. Right down your face, this Tennessee defense. By the way, Heupel getting very, on the whole fourth quarter, getting very, very conservative offensively for good reason. Quarterback not playing great. Wide receivers bang the hell up. Leaning on a defense, right? Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler up there praising him. This is what Josh Heupel did in Oklahoma, in Norman. Leaned on a great defense, got conservative, played outside of his norms, really set on the football, got conservative, giving him golf claps. Buddy, conservative, leaning on a defense got gashed. This is why I was very critical last week, or 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, however long it was, against Norman. You took your foot off the gas and an opportunity to provide confidence on the road in a young quarterback. Hey, we haven't done it. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. They're anemic on offense. They're not going to score anyways. So let's go. Let's go. Let's show that we can, finish out a game doing what we do, playing our brand of football instead of being conservative, leaning on a defense. Because what's going to happen one day when the defense can't be leaned upon in a one-score football game? This right here, they give up like 65 yards on the ground in 3 plays, and then you're conceding that you have to let them score, which, by the way, I thought was a great decision. 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Now you're down 5. You actually have a chance to go win the football game when we knew your defense wasn't going to do it. You knew that too. So I was very, very fine with y'all just, hey, let them score. They're going to kick the field goal anyways. They're within inside the 5. Let them score. Great decision. Now, let's talk about how you mismanaged the last minute and 17 seconds, because this was, and I don't like being critical of media, but where were the questions after the football game? Because there was a lot of really, really bad decisions from a clock management standpoint, in my opinion. Let's take a look at this last 2 minutes, right? He doesn't call a timeout when Nico scrambles and gets absolutely shell-shocked on 3rd and 2. Clock's running. Quarterback's trying to not see stars on 3rd and 2. You got 2 timeouts left. He lets the clock burn, all right? Doesn't call a timeout when the ball gets explosively thrown down the field 2 plays later to Dante Thornton. 42-yard pass play. Our whole entire offense is running up onto the ball. We've got 2 timeouts. He doesn't call one. Gets right back on the ball, tries to run no huddle, tries to get another shot, gets an incompletion. Clock stops. All right, the next play, there's a botch snap. Then he has to burn a timeout. So now he's got 1 timeout left. I think it's like 36 seconds left on the in the game. Runs another play. Clock stops. There's 6 seconds left. 4th and 5. 6 seconds left after an incomplete pass on 3rd and 5. The clock is stopped. The play clock is ticking down. There's 10 seconds left on the play clock. They've got a play called. He calls a timeout, his last one, on 4th and 5 with 6 seconds left. Do you know what that now means, guys? It now means he has to throw it into the end zone. He has no ability to stop the clock. So now on 4th and 5, we know what you're doing. 4th and 5, ball at the 16? 4th and 5, ball at the 16. You have to convert a 26-yard touchdown now. That's what you have to do. We know you're throwing it into the box. You can't stop the clock. It made no sense to me. By the way, calling a 5-yard winner, calling a good play in no huddle is what you do. It's what you do. It's your whole system for the last 15 years as an offensive coordinator. If you can't trust yourself to call that play and have a winner in a no huddle situation with the clock stopped and you have to burn a timeout to get a good look, that's on you. Yeah, we can sit here, we can shit on the quarterback for not throwing the ball into the end zone, but your quarterback was playing frantically, as was your offense, because you were frantic. It made no sense to me. You eliminate half of the defense, half of the playbook, when you call that timeout and you take away the fact that we can get tackled in bounds.